You are drinking poison and calling it medicine. Freeze. Do not move a single muscle. Stop. Right now. Stop the frantic, desperate clawing at the walls of your reality, trying to be happy. The very attempt is the toxin contaminating the well of your soul. The pursuit itself is the trap that snaps the bone. You are not living, you are running. You are a greyhound, muscles tearing, lungs burning, chasing a mechanical rabbit around the infinite, circular track of samsara. You run until your heart threatens to explode inside your ribcage, fueled by the delusion that if you just sprint faster, if you just acquire more status, if you just suffer enough in the gymnasium of capitalism, the rabbit will stop. You believe it will turn around and let you devour it, filling that gaping void in your chest. It will not. The rabbit is a G. It is a hologram projected by a society that profits from your hunger. And you are chasing this phantom through a fog your own making, blinded by the stinging sweat of your desperate, pointless exertion. We have been sold a lie so beautiful and so tragic that it has infected the collective unconscious of the entire species. It is the lie that happiness is a destination, a coordinate on a map that you will one day reach. We believe it is a golden trophy handed to us by a benevolent universe when the stars finally align in perfect geometry, when the bank account hits that magic, arbitrary number, or when the perfect lover walks through the door to complete us. But this is the architecture of misery. This is the blueprint of despair. If you are sitting there, waiting for life to hand you joy on a silver platter, you will die waiting. You will wither into dust while looking at the horizon. The universe does not owe you a soft landing padded, it offers you a battlefield. It offers you the friction necessary to ignite a soul. Happiness is not a soft, fleeting emotion that lands on your shoulder like a butterfly in a meadow. That is pleasure, and pleasure is cheap. True happiness is a weapon. It is a discipline. It is a martial art of the spirit that you must practice with the same lethal precision, ferocity, and dedication as a master swordsman sharpening his blade in the pitch black of midnight. It is the ability to stand in the dead center of a Category 5 hurricane where the winds of chaos are ripping trees from the earth and remain untouched, immovable and silent. Today, we destroy the illusion of waiting. Today, we walk into the fire. I will not teach you how to smile more as smiling is for the surface. I will show you how to train the deepest layers of your mind to manifest happiness, not as a fleeting visitor, but as the bedrock foundation of your entire existence. To begin this alchemical transformation, you must first master the ancient art of the silent witness. Look at your life. Really look at it. Most human beings are not living. They are sleepwalking through a lucid dream. You move through your days on a frantic, biological autopilot, a marionette dancing to the invisible strings of your own chaotic neurochemistry. You wake up, and before your feet even touch the cold floor, the assault begins. The mind drags you into the wreckage of yesterday's failures, dissecting conversations that are long dead, rotting in the grave of the past. Or it hurls you into the terrifying, imaginary holograms of tomorrow's catastrophes. You reach for your phone, you ingest the anxiety of the collective, the consciousness through a screen, and you allow these external digital currents to dictate the internal weather of your soul. This is slavery. This is a prison with invisible bars made of dopamine and cortisol. To be truly happy, you must break the chains of the automaton. You must step back and observe your mind with the cold, clinical, surgical detachment of a scientist observing a volatile chemical reaction behind a wall of thick, blast-proof glass. This does not mean you fight your thoughts. To fight the mind is to wrestle with a hydra. For every head you cut off with the sword of resistance, 2 more scream in its place, louder and more vicious. Fighting the mind is like trying to smooth, choppy water with a flat iron. The more you strike it, the more violent the waves become. Instead, you must become the sky. The clouds are the thoughts, dark, heavy, thunderous, but the sky is never wet. The sky is never burned. The sky simply is. When a thought of self-criticism rises like bile in your throat, when the voice of the inner critic whispers that you are weak, that you are not enough, that you are a fraud, do not scream back. Do not debate it. Do not enter the courtroom with your own ego. Simply whisper to the darkness, I see you. Acknowledge that your bio-computer is generating a narrative of inadequacy based on old programming. Watch the thought enter stage left, watch it pirouette across the stage of your awareness, and watch it exit stage right. This is the practice of cognitive diffusion. It is the surgical separation of the soul from the script. At first, this will feel violent. It will feel unnatural, like breathing underwater. You are so addicted to the adrenaline of your own drama, so hooked on the chemical cocktail of your own suffering, that silence will feel heavy, almost suffocating. Your ego will scream, if I don't panic about this problem, it won't get solved. I need the worry to survive. This is the greatest lie of the anxious mind. Panic paralyzes, clarity solves. Anxiety is a rocking chair. It gives you something to do. It burns energy, but it gets you absolutely nowhere. When you observe your emotions without judgment, you cut the fuel line to the fire. You stop feeding your demons with the blood of your attention. You create a sacred, microscopic pause between the stimulus and your response. In that pause lies your freedom. In that pause, the entire universe holds its breath. You are no longer a victim of your biology. You are the architect of your destiny. You stop reacting like a frightened animal backed into a corner and start responding like a sovereign king or queen sitting on a throne of high awareness. This observation is the bedrock of emotional intelligence. It is the fertile soil in which the seed of invincible happiness must be planted. As you deepen this gaze, as you stare into the abyss of the self, you will encounter the second great barrier, the iron grip of attachment. We are hoarders of the transient. We are desperate collectors of dust. We cling to everything. We cling to our youth, terrified of the first gray hair, the first wrinkle that signals the decay of the biological vessel. We cling to our lovers, suffocating them with our possessive fear of abandonment, turning love into a cage. We cling to our identities, our job titles, our social status, believing that without these costumes, we are naked and worthless. This clinging is the source of all suffering. It is the desperate, child's attempt to freeze a flowing river with your bare hands. But look at the physics of your reality. Entropy is absolute. It is the law of the cosmos. Everything you see, everything you touch, every structure you build, and everyone you love will eventually change, fade, decay. and return to the carbon dust from which they came. This is not cruelty, this is the law. This is the dance of Shiva. When you fight this law, you break. Letting go is not an act of defeat, it is an act of supreme power. Imagine you are holding a burning red, hot coal in your hand. Your flesh is searing. The smell of burning skin fills the air. You are screaming in pain, begging the universe for relief, asking the world to pour water on you. But the solution is not water. The solution is not morphine. The solution is to open your hand. That is letting go. It does not mean you stop caring. It does not mean you become a stone, cold and indifferent to the world. It means you love fiercely, you work with obsession, you build empires, but you do so with an open palm, not a clenched fist. You realize that your happiness is not contained within the object of your desire. It is contained within your own capacity to flow with the nature of reality. Test this now. Look at the anxiety you carry in your chest like a stone. What are you demanding from the world? Are you demanding that the past be different? Are you demanding that a person behave according to your script? You are arguing with reality, and reality will win 100% of the time. Drop the argument. Put down the sword. When you release the need for the world to be perfect, you suddenly find that the world is enough. You release the heavy armor of identity. You are not your success. You are not your failure. You are the consciousness that experiences both. When you understand this deep in your marrow, you become weightless. You can walk through fire and not burn, because there is nothing left for the fire to consume. From this space of emptiness, you must then ignite the alchemical fire of active gratitude. I am not talking about polite, social gratitude of saying thank you after a meal. I am talking about a radical, aggressive, predatory rewiring of your nervous system. The human brain is evolutionarily designed to scan for danger, for lack, for the tiger in the bush. It is a survival machine, not a happiness machine. It is designed to keep you alive, not to keep you joyful. To be happy, you must manually override this default setting. You must hunt for the good like a predator hunting for prey. You must stalk joy with a spear. Do not wait for the winning lottery ticket. Look at the breath entering your lungs right now. That is a miracle of complex biology, a symphony of gas exchange and cellular respiration that you did not earn. Yet it is given to you freely, second by second, a gift from the atmosphere. Look at the light filtering through the window photons that traveled 3 million miles from a burning star just to hit your retina and create the image of the world. Look at the intricate complexity of your own hand, the engineering of bone and tendon. When you drink a cup of coffee, do not just consume the caffeine like a drug to wake you up. Feel the warmth of the ceramic against your palm. Smell the roasted beans, the aroma of the earth. Taste the bitterness and the sweet. Immerse yourself in the sensory high definition reality of the present moment. This is how you turn lead into gold. Gratitude is a lens. When you put it on, the geometry of the world changes. Problems become challenges. Failures become lessons. The mundane becomes the miraculous. If you cannot find 3 things to be grateful for right now, you are not looking, you are sleeping. Wake up. Write them down. Etch them into your neural pathways with the chisel of attention. By focusing on abundance, you summon more of it. By focusing on lack, you create a prison of poverty. This is not magic, this is neuroscience. You are carving new highways in your brain that allow joy to flow, where once there was only resentment. The path of happiness is not soft. It is rugged, it is steep. It is a climb up a vertical face without a rope. You must learn to embrace discomfort as your greatest teacher. We live in a society that worships the soft. We have temperature-controlled rooms, soft beds, and endless digital entertainment to distract us from the slightest twinge of boredom or pain. We have become weak. We have become fragile. We believe that happiness means the absence of struggle. We are wrong. Happiness is found in the friction. Think of a diamond. It is merely carbon common dust that has endured intense heat and crushing, unfathomable pressure deep within the earth. Without the pressure, it remains dust. Your character is that carbon. The challenges you face, the heartbreak that drops you to your knees, the financial stress that keeps you awake, the physical pain, the betrayal, these are not punishments from a cruel God. They are the pressure required to crystallize your spirit. When discomfort arises, do not run. Do not numb yourself with cheap dopamine, with alcohol, with scrolling through the infinite feed of other people's lives. Turn toward the pain. Look it in the eye. Ask it, what have you come to teach me? When you run from fear, the fear grows larger, casting a shadow that consumes your life. When you step toward fear, it shrinks. You realize that the monster was just a shadow on the wall created by your own hand. This practice of voluntary discomfort, whether it is a difficult conversation you've been avoiding, a grueling workout that breaks your body down, or sitting in the silence of your own insecurity, builds a callus over your mind. Not a callus that makes you insensitive, but one that makes you resilient. You become antifragile. The blows of life do not break you, they make you stronger. You stop asking for an easy life and start asking for the strength to endure a difficult one. That strength is the only true happiness, for it is self-reliant. It cannot be taken away by the market, by the government, or by another person. Now, you must expand this energy outward. You must serve others without the poison of expectation. The ego asks, what is in it for me? The spirit asks, how can I help? When you are trapped in the prison of the self, obsessed with your own desires and your own wounds, you are small. You are fragile. But when you shift your focus to the suffering of others, your own problems lose their gravity. This is not about being a martyr. It is about flow. You are a conduit for universal energy. If you block the flow by hoarding your time, your love, and your resources, the water becomes stagnant and toxic. When you give freely, the fresh water of life rushes through you. Hold the door. Listen to the stranger with your entire being. Forgive the enemy who wronged you. Do it not because you want praise, not for the likes, but because it is your nature to shine. Just as it is the nature of the sun to give light. The sun does not send a bill to the earth. It simply shines, and in that shining, it is fulfilled. When you serve without expectation, you liberate yourself from the transaction. You are no longer a beggar trading kindness or for approval. You are a benefactor, rich in spirit, pouring from a cup that never empties. To sustain this high state of being, you must enter the gymnasium of the mind meditation. This is not optional. This is not a hobby for the spiritual elite or monks in a cave. You would not expect to run a marathon without training your legs, yet you expect to navigate the complexities of human existence without training your mind. 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Sit, close your eyes, anchor yourself to the breath. In the silence, you will see the chaos. You will see the monkey mind jumping from branch to branch, screaming for attention, playing movies of the past and future. Do not be discouraged. The act of noticing the distraction and returning to the breath is the repetition. It is the biceps curl for your brain. Every time you return to the center, you are building the muscle of focus. You are widening the gap between stimulus and response. You are claiming your sovereignty. Over time, this practice bleeds into your day. You will find that you are no longer swept away by the storms of emotion. You stand in the eye of the hurricane calm, clear and lethal. You become the lighthouse, not the tossing ship crashing against the rocks. Finally, you must understand that happiness is a choice you make every single morning. It is a vow. The alarm goes off, and you have a decision. Will you drag the rotting corpse of yesterday into the new day? Will you let the external world dictate your internal state? Or will you seize the helm? Commit to happiness as a duty, not a duty to society, but a duty to your potential. When the shadows come, and they will come, you must choose to light the lamp. You must choose to reframe the narrative. You must choose to stand tall when gravity wants to pull you down. This is not naive optimism. This is the defiance of the warrior. It is the refusal to be a victim of circumstance. The path is simple, but it is not easy. It requires the vigilance of a guard and the heart of a saint. Observe the mind. Release the grip. Alchemize the moment with gratitude. Lean into the fire of discomfort. Serve the world. Silence the noise. And choose, again and again, with every breath, to be the master of your own soul. The gold you seek is not in the mountains. It is buried in the mud of your daily existence. Dig deep, and do not stop until you find the light that has been burning within you all along.